Okay, we're having technical issues, guys. Bear with us a moment.
You've reached the More Mito conference line. The call will begin in a moment.
Sorry, guys. Technical issues.
The conference is in presentation mode.
Your line is muted.
This call is being recorded.
You've had underlying conditions. I'd like you, if you would, share with us. Are you with me, Ernest?
Yes, Roger, I am. And,
Okay.
I'm tickled too because of what the product has done. I'm a veteran and I work with the veteran organization. And things have changed in the last 3 years. I went through a battery of things, a heart attack and stroke. I had a short blindness in my kidney. shots or anything in using this. My belly rhythm gone from over 40 to under 8, which is better than normal.
What's normal, Greg?
Probably around 9 or 8. I'm below that. And, you know, a lot of, you gotta quit drinking, that's one, but I think a lot of it's due to the combination of this and the original formula, which I've taken the subsequent formula, that, you know, helps your whole system recover, your whole, you know, body.
So what were your doctors saying about the cancer recovery, Greg, before you got on our product?
Well, when I was in the hospital, they had me do alone and everything, and pretty much said I was gonna die. Well, I told my family,
Did they try to
make
get you an
preparations. And now, when I go back a few years later, they say I'm a miracle. But it takes time, you know, things take time, you know.
So how about the kidney? Apparently you were having kidney failure issues as well.
Yeah, my kidneys are 100%.
Okay, how far did they come from? How bad were they?
Well, they shut down too, so everything shut down, my liver, kidneys, everything. I used to have to go in and get my, bile pumped out of cause my kidneys shut down. Oh, about one time was almost 20 liters of fluid they had to pump out of me, and I had to have it done twice a week. That was about 10 pounds every time they took out fluid. So,
Well, 10 pounds every time they took out fluid.
yep, because my kidneys wouldn't function. Instead of dialysis, they just push it out.
Okay.
With a big needle.
And do you remember what your kidney numbers were?
No. That wasn't it was 0.
Okay. Well, all right.
No, it wasn't a few years. So now I'm going back to work tomorrow.
Going back to work tomorrow.
Yeah. After being on a transplant list.
Man, oh man. What
Well, and a lot of it has to do with prayer and God. Don't forget that.
absolutely. If you came from a liver transplant list,
Yeah.
written off, you are a miracle.
All right,
Anyway, well, thank you for sharing.
okay, you're welcome.
So one of the things that we've learned is that if you're going to help someone heal themselves nutritionally, you have to be concerned about more than the physical. You have to be concerned about the mental and emotional aspect too. And one of the things we're gratified to see is how much more emotionally intelligent people become when they are on this technology, right? So he was big self-abuse, he was literally drinking himself to death. So if you're not capable of correcting that, you can't ultimately solve the problem. So we're happy to see that, you know, in his case and in the case of many others, they assisted him with his addictive tendencies. Okay. All right. Now, I had a really good conversation with a couple of regular listeners to our health and wellness called Calvin and Edith Gilmore. So he had a series of unfortunate things that led him to be bedridden. And I mean, really in a very dire situation. A lot of people do not survive where you are. So let's benefit from my conversation with Calvin and Edith, and then we'll unpack that. Mine fell down. Can you play yours, please? I see you was Calvin. Calvin. Before you help us explore, you smiling.
My husband was affected from prostate cancer and a lot of you underneath my feet. And there was so many other issues that I had neuropathy going up among my legs. Like it was top pain in my legs. The legs were sore. It was so bad I couldn't even walk. My feet were swollen before I even went into the hospital. And I had like a
If you come to Kidney Goldberg is what you see him do.
Yes,
Right.
yes. And also, for a couple of days, so I told him, like, what's coming out of your nose?
Yeah.
And it was. I also used to thought of food.
My doctor prescribed me some IV for inconvenient fluid. Because I ain't stopped drinking for 8, 9, 10 days. And the doctor said, well, before we do that, we need to know more about what's going on. He ordered some labs. The labs came back and they were so bad. He said, this can't be right. And he sent them back to the lab to reevaluate. That's how bad my labs were. What were they saying? Well, the highlight was that my kidney function, my GFR was at 3%. And the doctor was like, he should be in somebody's intensive care, taken out in a time box. You know, 3% kidney function is not, you're on your way out. Real fast. Real fast. Like I said, the labs are so bad, he couldn't believe it. And I've known this doctor for a number of years. He knows me, people know me. My reputation is generally a very healthy person. Right. Now, I'm an American, I eat an American diet, so you can only be so healthy. Right. So, Charles, what subsequently happened? I was admitted to the hospital. I stayed in the hospital for how long? Like a week? I was in the hospital for a week. This time, I haven't taken any brain mice for myself. We only use it for my son's allergies. When was that in relationship to when you started with Mito? I went to the hospital May 2nd. I think I got out must have been May 9th. When I went to the hospital, my kidney function was 3%. When I got out, it was 36%, which is stage 3B, close to stage 4. Yeah. And they wanted to put me on dialysis. So thanks to my wife, she wouldn't allow them to do it. And they treated me that entire week, Roger, with no drugs per se. They treated me with vitamin B, vitamin D, and an intravenous baking soda solution. What was the status of that kidney issue right before you started on Mito? Before I started on Mito, I was in stage 3B kidney failure. Okay. With about a 36 GFR, and my creatinine was 2.8. Okay. I got out of the hospital. Okay. That's before anything was changed about the kidney health. Since I started using Mito, my kidneys have gone from a 36 GFR to a 44. That was over about 3. And so I went from stage 3B to stage 3A and almost to stage 2. Stage 2 started, which is significant. That's a big improvement. All right, well, so this is May. Your entire family has just had dramatic improvement. We have. In this household, yes, it has helped each one of us. Okay. And not just helped us, but quite dramatically in a relatively short period of time. Yeah. So, let's talk about your kidney measurements a little bit. When they talk about GFR, that is the overall measurement of granular filtration rate is what that stands for. And it's a calculation of how your kidneys are filtering things out. It's 100, close to 100%, down to about 15, you got stage 4. Every one of them getting worse and worse. So when he had that initial episode, his kidneys had almost shut down, just like you were hearing Greg was telling you a little bit earlier. It was truly life threatening. So how do you overcome that there saying you these stories over and over again. This is why you hear them, because that's what's really happening, as opposed to, responding to an advertisement or a fad that's supposed to help. Yeah, everything helps. If you're gonna fix yourself, you gotta regrow that lifetime in some dramatic fashion. Okay. Star 5 on your phone if you've got a question or a comment. Everything that we talk about with respect to people also applies to pets. We have pets that have liver failure also. We look forward to hearing from our partner Alan Nick. I don't know if Nick is with us. I don't see him there. Is Nick there?
I'm on one.
Okay.
I'm here. I got it. Okay, Nick.
Okay.
Go ahead, Roger. I'm glad to get in here. Hey guys, how you doing? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
An amazing call, Roger. Again, as always, how do you do it? Listening to these calls is just, it just takes my breath away sometimes. But again, listen up, my name is Mick McCrillen. And of course, as Roger was saying, my wife Kate and I, we have this amazing business called Pet Dealers Ireland. Now, that business is Ireland's largest, most recommended, most trusted in-home pet care company, probably Europe's largest independently owned in-home pet care company. And what it does is it helps pet owners feel better about something that makes them feel bad. And that's the way I was feeling when my dog, Coco, she could barely get up the stairs. Oh my God, it was so hard to watch. I was feeling bad. I wonder what she was feeling like. So we were looking for something. And we found Roger and Dr. Bevan and Dale, and that's where the story begins. We reached out. They sent us this little care package. We gave it to Coco. And at 5 o'clock that same evening, she ran up the stairs. Incredible. Now, one of the stories that you heard here today was, a guy was saying it doesn't happen overnight. Now, for me, it didn't happen overnight. It happened on the same day with my dog. But you know what? It doesn't happen overnight. It's going to take time. It's going to happen over time. So you've got to be persistent. You've got to be deliberate in what you're doing. I use it myself, and it makes a difference. I'm going to be like Ernest. I'm going to have balls everywhere. I'm going to have one in the car, one in the office, one at home in the bathroom. Incredible. I love this stuff. And the truth is, our dogs and our cats and our pets, they do suffer, as Dale was talking about, with allergies and different things, and they get sick. We have a customer, in Cyprus, whose dog, was diagnosed with kidney failure. And, she rang us up, we had a conversation, she was skeptical. Of course you're going to be skeptical. Why wouldn't you be? And we explained, a little bit about the product, how it works, and I used all of, Roger's phrases, like it's a high-tech salad dressing. All you can do is mix it with your dog's DNA, see what happens. Talked about what Dale says, and how the products come with a 100% empty bottle, 30-day guarantee, and and the lady decided to try the product. And 3 months later, her blood worked for her dog. Now her dog was a boxer, 11-year-old boxer, which is a great age for a dog, right? Diagnosed with kidney failure. 3 months later, the blood work came back as clear. She was ecstatic. She was so happy. Her dog is running and jumping on the beach and in the water and everything else. And that's why I love this product, because it does exactly, what my company does. It helps pet owners feel better about something that makes them feel bad, and that's why we love this product so much, because it does exactly that. Like I always say, to customers, it's always the people that have the feelings. It's never the pet. And it is the people. You do feel bad about something. And if you're feeling bad about something with your pet, and you're here for the first time, and you're hearing these stories about what's happening to these people, imagine how it can make you feel if you give it to your pet and it makes your pet feel better. You're going to feel better too, just like I did. And we all want better. That's all what we want. We all want better. We want better health, better physical health, better mental health, better spiritual health even. I don't know what you want, but you can find it right here. Use these products to try. Get back to that person who encouraged you onto this call if you're here brand new, and ask them what your next step is. What is your next step, if any? And they'll be able to help you out. They'll be able to lead the way for you and show you what to do, show you how to do it. And I was listening to Dr. Dan, what Dr. Dan was saying earlier on, Roger, and I heard an interesting statistic that 1 orange from you would have to eat 8 oranges a day to get the same vitamin C from 1 orange that you would have got in a 60. How mad is that? And these products, your health journey, love being on these calls. And I just love hearing these stories and people's magnificent journeys, and that's what they are. But you've got to believe, in yourself. You've got to believe in the product, and you've got to be consistent. You've got to be persistent. You've got to try it and take it. Like not like a lot of personal development books that people buy. They stick them on the shelf. They never read them. They never use them. Just shelf help. You can't buy this product and leave it on the shelf and not use it. You've got to use it and be deliberate in how you do it. After listening to some of these stories, I'm going to stay taking it twice a day. Oh my God, incredible! Thank you, Roger.
All right, thank you, Nick. Nick is doing an amazing job out of Ireland. Okay, I'm gonna come back to Dr. Dan just briefly. Dr. Dan, you know that when someone has a life-saving situation, everybody's trying to give advice. You ought to try this, you ought to do right, you ought to do that. So I need you to cut to the chase and help these people out who are going to be confronted with all this confusion. What sets us apart from everything else they're going to hear about? What is the most important thing? Tell me that.
Restoration on the simplest level, and that starts with the mitochondria and how many mitochondria you have per cell. Couch potato may have a couple hundred in a muscle cell, or let's say a million, and athlete may have 1,000, 2,000. So if you build up the mitochondria, then the cell becomes energized, and the healing process that's necessary to take place takes energy. And so the cell starts taking care of itself. And when the cell takes care of itself, then the body takes care of itself. And that's why we see the turnarounds going on. Now, there's other things going on here too. Like the people with the kidney problems, that black seed oil and olive oil, not only are great because the black seed increases oxygen to the cell and all that, they're actually help make the tubulars and the blood vessels to the kidneys flexible again, help move things out so they're not clogged up. And that's very, very important. That's why we're seeing some of the miracles on the kidneys on top of the restoration of the mitochondria and the increasing of the mitochondria. Remember, you'll hear companies say, "Oh, we help the mitochondria," and they may get a little energy. They don't dramatically increase the mitochondria cells, and that's what we do. And that's like reversing aging. It normally goes down, we push it back the other way. Which works better on my stationary bike.
That's the bottom line right there. I wanted to the doctor's working out. Does regrow mitochondria, right? Taco Bell put out a sign today saying come here and eat this mitochondria lupus. And it would be wrong. Because all mitochondria do is take oxygen out of air you breathe, nutrients out of food you eat, and electron transport chain turns it into more ATP. That's what it does. Okay? But that's not regrowing your mitochondria, which is what you have to do given how much you've lost. You heard the statistics. By the time you're 60, you're down to lost half of it. By the time you're 80 or 90, you're down to 5 or 10%. That has to change in a dramatic fashion. You can't make that change if you're not growing it back, because we are. That's why you hear all these stories about it. So bear that in mind when you're talking to people who have, all this information being pushed at them, trying to do that, this is good for blah, 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 right? If it's not good for regrowing mitochondria, you have not put yourself in the best position to recover from a death diagnosis or anything else. Okay. Bill Bonet with the commercial.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, you get these incredible products at moremito.com, moremito.com, then a /. Type in your username and hit enter. You're going to be at your website now. You know it's your site because your name's at the top of the page. So is your phone number, so is your email. And that's where you send people after you've initially told them about these incredible products and what can happen. When they go there, they can read the labels that are on the bottles. They can read the ingredient list in each product. They can read about XPS. They can listen to some selected testimonials. They can purchase from you, and that's what it's all about. Let's let people know these products exist, and let's see what happens when they're combined with their DNA. But listen, we created a one-of-a-kind product line for you. There's nothing like these products, and you're the one that it tells the world about it. Well, listen, we created a one-of-a-kind company to support what you do. They can join from your website. Top right, the button says join. When they join us, there's no fee to join Wormido. There's no monthly fee to be here. We don't force people to do auto shares. We don't make you buy product to be here. And if you decide to participate in our compensation plan, and you should, it's phenomenal. Listen, you're going to find that we're not like anything you've ever seen before. We don't pay compensation once a month or once a week or once a day. When a purchase happens, once you're a verified member with us, you verified your phone and your email, we know you're real. Once a purchase happens, your compensation is in your back office to use. If you join as a referring customer, you've got Mido Cash. Use it to buy product, pay for shipping, send it to other people. Or you can upgrade. Guess what that costs? Nothing. It's free. You can upgrade to a paid rep and now get cash. You can activate the new worldwide ACH plan, the Stripe connectivity, which is just secure and phenomenal and fast, and get it sent into your bank account. You can also send it to PayPal, to Venmo, even the old-fashioned ACH. We want you to have the compensation because of you. People are changing their lives, and we reward you for that. So listen, we've got a tremendous support team. And you call the phone number at the bottom right of your website, 509-593-3300. You're going to speak to a human being. How rare is that instead of just email? And if you get a message machine, the humans are busy talking to other people. Leave a message, you're going to get a call back. And even if you just call in and hang up, we see it. Every call is recorded. We know you're trying to reach us. So just stay at it. We're here to help you. And that's with any questions you've got. How to join, how to get an order. We'll take your order. Questions about compensation or hierarchy. We've got a tremendously trained staff to support things. And so listen, let's review. We created a one-of-a-kind product. There's nothing like it. It's not me too. It's not, gee, should I use yours or somebody else's? There is nobody else. It's the Ultramodel line is the only one. We created the product, we created the company, we've done it all, we can't do. And that's where you come in. You gotta tell people, don't keep this secret. You've been given a gift of knowledge, in my opinion, and you need to share it. Let people know, go change some lives, and you can change pocketbooks at the same time. Roger, if I left anything out, you let me know. I'm going to turn it back to you.
You did great, Dale. So let me give a quick recap for those of you who may have gotten on the call later. I'm still wondering what we're talking about. You've got a unique approach to health and wellness. We regrow mitochondria. Everybody works on it. You've been working all your life. You put it back. Now, to do that, Dr. Elliott, our scientists, had to create this unique technology called XDS, stands for Exponential Delivery System. It transforms the ingredients you see on all of our labels, so they don't just get in your bloodstream on the cell. They got to go all the way in your mitochondria, which produces that energy and controls every major function that takes place in your body. Okay? Now, we put this technology in three product lines, three principal products. I'm going to tell you about. One called Restore. Restore is an oil that's amazing things. Black oil. It's been used for decades, and used since predating biblical periods, right? Now, the focus of this is to regrow your mitochondria with some of those ingredients, and then the total of 44 ingredients on that label altogether gives them a chance to test and support every one of your organs, such as your heart, your brain, your eyes, your eye, okay? Then there's renewed brain and body. Now, the body part of brain and body is a different way to regrow mitochondria, because the way you have to do this is to use things that are scattered throughout nature. You can't find it in one place. We can't have one pill or one capsule, whatever. We got to use two various things. So brain and body is a capsule. Again, the body part's a different way to approach mitochondrial growth, different than Restore. And then the brain part is we put extra ingredients in it for the brain. have long-term anything, it's probably damaging your brain to some degree. We want to help you fix that. Then you have this amazing topical gel that's called Rejuvenate. It's highly recommended for anything that affects your hair, your scalp, or your skin, any place on your body, right? If it makes you ache or hurt, or there's something on your skin doesn't belong there, you should use this stuff. It penetrates all the way to the bone. And you can put the Restore in it, shake it up, right? And it has novel uses. You heard one of those interviews I played, the person took it and put it up their nose. Angel used that on the Rutledge's son, who had 17 years worth of allergies, and it stopped in a minute. Okay? We get amazing results like that. Sometimes takes longer, of course. Okay? So these three products, including one for pet, a pet version of Restore, actually make all this happen. Okay? So that's what we've been talking about. Now, maybe you've got a particular health concern, and maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to be as healthy as you can possibly be. Either way, we are confident that our experience, no matter kind, is going to have a lot to do with that. Now, also, more people need to hear what you've been hearing today, indeed in every one of our health and wellness calls. We created a risk-free opportunity to encourage people to spread that word. So if any of what we're saying today resonates with you, by all means, affiliate with us and let's see what we can do together. Whether you're interested in just to earn some extra so you can pay for your product, or maybe you want to do other things, or maybe you're a professional marketer, okay, and you'd like to come over here where you can earn so much more per customer than you ever have. We can have that conversation, because that's exactly what happens, okay? So whatever your ambition may be, or maybe you just want to help people, and I hope that's the case with everybody. This is the best way we've ever seen anybody do it. If it tends to appeal to you, if it resonates with you, so I mean, get back with the person that invited you or affiliate with us, and let's see what we can do together. Okay, so we got hands, star 5 on your phone if you haven't already. If you've got a question or comment, Dale, why don't we start with Khalid from Illinois, Muhammad Khalid.
All right. Muhammad, yeah, go ahead. I'm unmuted you.
Okay, I was listening, I was invited to this by Sister Denise Muhammad, and I heard quite a bit here that has really perked my ears. And I have been diagnosed with diabetes and prostate cancer. They list a couple of things. I just stopped listening to that so much. And ever since I've been diagnosed, that I didn't really believe I had diabetes, but I have all the symptoms in a big way. But the cancer, I've been under the doctor for the last doctor for 2 years. And I don't see any changes at all. And it expected me, whereas very slow. It's like I'm a prisoner at home, can't go any place. But it can be a solution to the problems I have with cancer, diabetes. Well, that's just basically right there. And so, how do I get my hands on this product and go from there? And another thing, that in the last couple of years, I've taken so much stuff, listened to so many people, and the people lie, you know? Because I've purchased 6 months supply here, 3 months supply there, and I be spending, and I'm giving the time to work. I can see some kind of result, and I didn't do anything. Just so let me respond. Okay, so that's why I made that last comment I made and had Dr. Dan come back. You get cancer, you get kidney failure, everybody's pushing all this stuff at you. So how do you decide what's the most important thing? How do you sort through it, okay? What differentiates everything? And we're telling you is regrowing mitochondria, and that's what ours does that no one else does, okay? And you heard on this call, Calvin and Eve Gilmore, you got prostate cancer? I mean, prostate cancer is an epidemic don't have it, you know somebody that does. Okay? Now, here's the part that we didn't know. Your body kills cancer every day. If you got 40 trillion cells, you're generating about 10,000 new cancer cells. They call them microcancers because they haven't grown big enough to be noticeable to you yet in your body. 10,000 a day. So, when I learned that, I said, wow, our immune system is amazing. It's amazing that all of us have had cancer because that's what's happening with it. But as our mitochondrial energy wanes, those killer cells that cut and take out the cancer have a hard time doing it. So all we're doing is empowering them, right? Like when you were young, you notice more old people have cancer than younger people do. Have you noticed that? Have you? Yes, you're unmuted. Have you noticed that more older people have cancer than younger people do? Yes, I have. Yeah, well, that's because they got more mitochondria than older people do. All right? We tip things back in your favor by restoring that mitochondria. And it doesn't matter what the health condition is. All of them require any of the customer service number you can find at the bottom of every more minor website. Or just call customer service. All right? Okay, so I can get the webpage from home. You can get it from the person who invited you. You can order the products there. That person has a username. Here's the new website.
Reach the More Mito conference line. The call will begin in a moment. The conference is in presentation mode. Your line is muted. This call is being recorded.
All right. Okay, Dale. Let's see who we're gonna talk to. How about Lois Hillary? I think she might be.
All right, Lois, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. Hello? Good morning. Good afternoon, actually. Yes, you all are amazing. I am well supported for years. So I thank God for and you know, we've been great things through the help of the Lord and Holy Spirit and natural things. This really has doubled and tripled so much success with our loved ones and families and colleagues. And said, come on, Killer, you come on, jump in, which I did around the end of that last year. And then I had a little bout of this, my kidney started plummeting with a few things going on with, you have a lot of things like that, which I should know better. But, from usually having GFRs of 120 to 130 for years and years and decades, and then dropped to 16. I said, okay, and that's what we have to do. We go back and forth, do our little darkness visits. When you ask how's my lab doing, and they say, oh, for years and decades, oh, you're fine, 5.2 or 4.7, 4.8, whatever the 8.2, things like that. But what I'm saying, I wasn't always asking for the numbers. So the last few decades, oh, you're doing fine up to this year, you're doing fine. I said, so then I started asking the last 3 years, what's my D number, right? You're fine just walking in the sun more, you don't have any, issues where they're going to pay for your D level, so you're still in walking in the sun. I said, well, no, I need my D level. What was my last doctor always said, you check, no D levels at all for me, and I was 16 and at 172 now. And no D history, and you're saying that, and we know that, as well as specialists that, over the last few years, how people that died with COVID, over 90% of them had these deficiencies that half of them probably didn't know, which would be an easy fix, especially with more Mito, of course, it would have been an easy fix. So he came back, I said, yeah, our family takes me, yes, we do, yes, for you. Came back 7, I said, see, well, that's why you shouldn't tell your clients to walk in the sun, because you don't have a number for me. So I asked for the numbers, first of all, and then, get our 130, 120, 130, whatever, for years and decades. So when it plummeted, I had that acute, whatever, aggressive my water bill. They just, plummeted and said, okay, we can't go lower than this. Nobody's machine is going to pump anybody's machine. We know better than working better for us. So we were able to take Salado. It was a brain and body first, and then I said, let me just step it up to the brain and body bundle. And then, so then I guess within a few weeks, they said, okay, let's check it again. And so they're back in the 90s and close to the hundreds. My kidney numbers came up, and we just thank God for, gotta have a healthy lifestyle in Christ, of course, spiritually, like you said, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, of course, he's a healer, but he wants us to do wise things, which is to take more light and things like that. So we're thankful for that. The bundle is great. Yes, you might think you can, run a mile every day and eat your salad, whatever, but you need to check your numbers because you'll probably be depleted in the D levels, and even though you do some healthy things, you still ask for the numbers, right? Ask for the numbers. So when they see that you're taking a ton of D's and you're still like 8 or 10 coming back or 20, you're deficient, and yes, you need to. Of course, you need to go take your reminder, but you got to know where you are so you can see what you say from A to Z, where you come from. So we thank God for you guys, and we thank God for reminder. And the bundle really is amazing to me.
Thanks, Lois. We really appreciate that.
God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you, Lord.
I heard y'all.
Take charge of your own health.
She had to
So
ask
we're
her
doing is
doctor
making
questions
you,
because they wasn't giving her all the information.
you should use
Sometimes
this
you
more
have to
efficient
open
healthy
your mouth and
injections
ask.
that all requires again mitochondria. Okay, and by the way, I will be in Hosky, North Carolina on September 20th with Brenda Board. That week is Prostate Cancer Awareness Week. So I will be there on September 20th in Hosky, North Carolina. I think it's a Saturday. On Thursday, which is the 18th, is when I'll be in Hosky. I will be in Williamston, North Carolina on the 20th with Sam Slade and his sister there with the homecoming for E.J. Hayes High School. 50 years they've been doing that. So we'll be there on that occasion. So if you're living in that area, Hosky or Williamston, that's where we'll be on the 18th and the 20th of September. And just coincidentally, I grew up in the county between those two, so those are well known to me as ways of going back home. All right. Let's hear from Helen Simmons.
So if y'all are in that area, nobody in that area,
Fantastic. Come to have a meeting. Go ahead and get questions.
so y'all can go and you can actually meet them and get some more health knowledge. Remember,
Houston,
knowledge is power.
1-1-3.
It's power, right?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I just had a question about, I have a relative that's been on dialysis for about 8 years. And a friend of mine sent this information to me, and I was just wondering, is there a hope of taking Mito that he would be able to get off the dialysis?
We have had people come out of dialysis. So far, there have been people who haven't been on dialysis that long. Okay, but everybody improves. Obviously, the longer you get on, the more work your body's gonna have to do to bring you back. Okay, but you'll get immediate results in terms of how you feel. If you listen to our call, you rarely hear people on dialysis instead of going home and lying down, which is what everybody on dialysis does. They go out and work another job or do whatever else they want to do. So the quality of life is clearly going to improve. And over time, we'll see if that individual can actually come all the way out or not. Okay?
Y'all go and have the Westfield testing and listen to on the
All right.
listen to Miss Ermine Myers. I personally know her.
Regina
Came
Kamara,
off of dialysis.
Twin Cities, Minnesota, call it these things.
There's a couple of episodes.
Yeah, Regina, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hi, Roger. This is Regina. Hello to all of you.
Yeah.
I'm calling about my sister. She has Alzheimer's and dementia. Will Mito, and she has no mobility. And wondering if she has ALS. And
wonder would this product help us? And she is dead bound with this work.
It will help her because regrowing mitochondria helps everybody with everything. And it will particularly help people with that kind of concern because your brain is one of the top 3 organs that require and rely on high concentrations of mitochondria. Okay? If you can go back in a call list, are you already affiliated with us?
Yes.
Okay, in your back office, under announcements, you can click on that link that says list of previous calls. You can go back to like the last call we did, which is called Reboot Your Brain. Go look for that call. You hear many instances of people who had dementia, had Alzheimer's, all those kinds of neurological situations that improve. You know, so yeah, I would absolutely put my relative on it without question.
Okay. And also, Roger, I want to ask, she had, what's that? Two problems. I can't think of the name of it right now.
I missed that word. Yeah, what kind of problem?
Diabetic problems with her teeth.
With the teeth. Okay. So, you know, you take the store and put the rejuvenate in it. I said that backwards. Take the rejuvenate, put the restore and shake it up, massage those feet. But use this as a circulation issue. So the exercise, the massaging, everything is very, very important. Okay? So to do that, all those things, you can go on the internet and look up circulation exercise for feet and legs, and you'll see all kinds of doctors and therapists and everything showing you how to do all those manipulations that will increase that circulation. So use our product, put it into work, okay, and you can have much better results.
Everybody needs it. Everybody
Okay,
has mitochondria.
It's
not like other products.
All right, Jimmy Lane, now
It's your mitochondria. Your
Birmingham.
body can fix itself from anything.
all right, Jimmy Lane, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. Hey, Roger, can you hear me okay?
Quite well. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Okay, yeah, I'm Jimmy from Alabama, and if any of you have been in this program and on these calls, say a year and a half, you've probably heard me and my story, but for everybody that's new, today's call, it just shocks me because I'm living proof with my wife that what he's talking about is true. I'll give you, I guess, the short version. My wife has been on the product for about a year and a half because April of last year she came out of a hospital after being in and out for a year. And this one doctor finally diagnosed her as having C. diff. He was an infectious disease doctor and put her on vancomycin, but he sent her home. She was bedridden, couldn't walk, and the doctors actually had put her on hospice. She's 67, always had epilepsy, and had several seizures over the years. But anyway, she was on hospice and she was bedbound, and I had to take care of her just like a nurse would in a hospital. She had no control over going to the bathroom, couldn't get up and walk. I had to feed her. So Sharon didn't want to get out of her, and called and told her on her body, it'll figure out what to do right. I had never got that, Roger. And story
Working on your body too.
now for about a year and 4 months. Now for about a year and 4 months. Now she gets up, goes to the couch, she's sewing. Her hobby is cross stitching. She's made a baby blanket for her great grandboy pillows, and she's working on an apron for me. Keeps everything I fixed her, and Alexander called me one day, and she had fun. He couldn't believe how changed in her voice. You don't have to catch her word. Don't give up, because if you notice and it's not doing what you was hoping, take more. I have had to 6 a day, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 2 at night, and boy, I have noticed a big difference from the restore. And what you don't know is, if it's not doing what you hope for in the beginning, it may be doing things in your body that you don't even know. So give it time, cause it does work. I'm 67, my wife's 67. I've been in so many programs over the years, and this is by far the best I've ever done because it works. We give her life and it's amazing. And I just want to give a shout out to Kevin Alexander, and thank you so much. If you're in his group in California and you the man knows what he's talking about. He is a great friend and a great teacher. Just do what he says, and he'll set you straight. And I want to thank Roger and Dale for this great product. And I know other people want to talk, and I just want to share that because it hit home with me what you're talking about, because we're living proof that call today is true. Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Get that mitochondria strong.
I'm telling you, it's a very real thing. Very real. Shout out to Alexander the Great as well. Okay, Anthony, Logan, and Roanoke, Colorado.
All right, Anthony, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. Anthony, are you there?
Yeah,
You may have stepped away, Roger.
How about we must need to talk to Albert Lee or Lee Albert. I'm not sure which it is, but it's in New York, Colorado.
I have unmuted you, Albert.
Y'all gotta learn to pay attention.
Albert Lee.
When you raise your hand, you never know what's gonna call on you.
Okay, I've first heard about this product, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I received it, but my most concern is, I thought you ophthalmologist said that I'm 89, right? So he says that I can't take a chance with an operation at this age. I already had cataract removed, so I have the blurred vision. So that's the main thing that I'm concerned about. Is there any hope for help?
Yeah, there's a lot of hope for you. I mean, the ophthalmologist
Everybody,
just doesn't know any better.
they don't understand mitochondria.
You know, he knows ophthalmology doesn't know mitochondria. We do. And everybody else, like Cindy Lane, everybody else you just heard. So, one of my very best friends worked with me at the Pentagon, went blind after we both left and went separate ways. And Terrence got his sight back. He grew glaucoma and macular degeneration, all of that, right? He went from being totally blind to being able to see. And he was the first one, but he's been followed by any number of others.
Are you kidding me?
Not at all.
You wanna take this and rub it around your
Not at
eyes,
all.
okay?
Grace White up in Philadelphia, about a minister.
And I have some to restore.
I met a couple months before last when I was there. He was blind at birth. In his right eye, he had limited sight in the left eye because of a botched operation. He was blind in both eyes from early in life. And at 61, I believe his age was, he's back now seeing in color. You know, you see shapes now. You were seeing nothing before. Completely black. Never, like I said, never thought I think was right. I never had any. He didn't even know if people had two eyes when he was a kid. I think you see how that. So yeah, it's an elegant solution to regrow mitochondria in the organ you're concerned about having a lot of it, like your eyes. The eyes have the most mitochondria in any organ in your body. So yeah.
So you down products that you have, I just already started using the cream and the eye drop. I mean, but you don't put it in the eye, right?
You can put some of the oil in the cream, take that that jar up and start putting on your eyelids. I do it all the time. All the time. Every day, multiple times a day. Now, in your case, okay, listen to me a second. In your case, because I'm hearing you say you had your cataract operation, meaning that they were taking lenses. Don't put the drops right in your eyes. It's having a hard time supposed to move because of the lens is just static, block it, or I won't be able to absorb it. You can certainly take it internally. That's what Terrence did. We didn't even know about putting it directly in your eye back then. But it was still working, is what I'm telling you.
What you saying? The restore all.
Okay.
You've had the
You can take more
surgery
than
and you have lenses in your eyes. This doesn't soak
You
through
can
the
take
lenses.
more internally, yes. I mean, you need to turn that up if you want to accelerate it.
I
You
think
can
it's
obviously
gonna
take
help.
more.
It's
You
gonna
just
soak
put the
through the
thing,
lens.
I call it a high-tech salad dressing.
Still rub it on your eyes.
It's not a medication that you gotta be, medications are controlled for a reason. They are dangerous, okay?
They're not
This
medication.
is essentially food that's been processed in a special way with XPS technology. So your body will recognize it and take it in and use it readily. And that's what sets it apart. Okay?
The drops internally with the cream?
Yes. Put the cream on your eyelid, close your eyes, evidently, and put it on there.
One
And you'll start
your
experiencing
Rejuvenate gel. I have videos
growth of
on here for
mitochondria, and your body
on
will
the
use that
playlist.
energy
It
to
shows
keep
you how to
themselves
do it.
better than it had any chance to do otherwise. Okay? All right, get with the person that invited you, and if you're already taking it, take more of it. Let's go.
You can always
Okay.
leave messages in the comments and I can get back to you. So we do have videos.
Yeah. How long have you been on it? Maybe your problem is you just started taking it, you haven't been on it long enough.
2 days.
Oh, you just started out.
Well, it might take longer than 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay?
With me, with my eyes,
So,
it took longer than 2 days. Some people have immediate response. But yeah, 2 days, you can.
okay, so let's
you can
just
give
give
it a
it
little
a
while
chance, all right, Albert?
All right.
Okay,
But as
so
you
let's
can
go.
see, he's very concerned about
All right,
his health, y'all. That's
Albert's
what
on the
everybody
right
needs to
track,
do.
Dale.
You need to be concerned about your health,
Yes,
okay?
he is. You know, she's done well.
All right, Chica, right. She's doing it.
Tashika, I don't need you. Go ahead with your question. Oh, yes, I just want to know you, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. I just wanted to say, because I take it, for my eyes, and, I'm always on here wanting to give my testimony about my eyes. I started maybe about 4 or 5 days ago, and, I could not, in my right eye, I could barely, like, I couldn't really see, and I have started, the words are a little blurry, but I couldn't even see blur at first, and I can read out of that right eye, and because I wanted to know when I first heard about the product, I'm like, okay, does this really work? Does this really work? Because I wouldn't be able to like tell anybody else or sell, the product if it didn't work for me. So what I did, I went to
different. I don't know why people say that.
mitochondria
Everybody's
and
different.
did a lot of research
Just
on
let
it and
people use
everything.
it and see what it
And
does
what
for
you
them.
guys are saying is so true. So I start taking, like, I'm always like all throughout the day or whatever. But I can truly tell, even when I went outside this morning, I began to see color filling back in my eyes because I had almost like I lost color, like colorblind. And when I was out today, I was so happy that I see that my eyes are getting clear for me to see better. So I did want to say that the gentleman, he was talking earlier, as far as giving it time, because it's not like sometimes it could be quick, but sometimes we want to rush and then we'll say the product didn't work because we didn't give it time. So I'm giving myself time because even while doing my research, I saw that between 1 and 3 months, certain things happen with the eyes, and then from 3 to 6 months, certain things happen. So I just want to tell people, just give it time, allow the product to work, because it's just like when you're taking your other medication. You wouldn't skip a day with that. So don't skip days with this and just listen. as far as how much you should take. I think that is so important. And then do it as if you were taking your regular medication and giving your body time to adjust to the product so that you can see a change in your vision, because I'm seeing it. Like, I would not be on here saying it because I do not play with people. So I am seeing small progressions every day. And I thank God because I am going to be able to see and drive again. Like, I say that, and I know that this was heaven sent. God sent more mitos to me, and I am so grateful. And Roger, I have been practicing my the little teaching, the recording that you sent. So I'm coming along pretty good.
So here was Jordan said, I've been on it a couple of days. Heard what he said. He's been on it 4 or 5 days.
So,
Everybody talking about eyes. I was on it for a while before I noticed the difference. Now I knew it was in there working on me, but before I noticed the difference in my eyes, I probably had been on it.
I'm looking for Alice. I got Alice right here.
Okay, so sometimes you have to give it time. I have stigmatism in my eyes, okay? Just give it time.
She's unmuted.
Especially when you have several things going on in your body. I had several things, okay?
Talk a little bit about your and what y'all gonna be doing on September 20th.
Okay, everyone. Thank you, Roger, for allowing us to talk. Grace and peace, everyone. As you said, I'm Alice Dorsey. On September 20th, we are having our own Roger Hill, Mr. Roger Hill, to come to big old Williamson, North Carolina, which most of you probably never heard of. And he's coming there to give a presentation at the Ramada Inn in Williamson. It's on Highway 17. I'll give out the information later, the location and the address. But it will be from 3:30 to 5 p.m. We're serving food and we are feeding is unlimited. So please, if you're within 2 hours of there, like Charlotte, Rocky Mount, Washington, Windsor, New Bern, Ahoskie, Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte, you have to come by and support our own CEO and co-founder, Roger.
All right. Thank you, Alice.
Roger's a great
Thank
man.
you.
That's
during, we're gonna be doing,
with him.
cancer's gonna be a topic that weekend of the Health and Wellness Call. We're gonna have Sam in, as many of you know on the call, he's a prostate cancer survivor.
Not only health-wise,
We're gonna have a very informative time. All right. Thank you, Alice.
Thank you,
Alice.
Okay, do you see, Brenda Board?
I'm checking for Brenda. There she is. I got her.
Information will be below
Brenda.
after this call.
I've
So if
unmuted
you're
her.
watching this as a playback,
Brenda, you were the one that told me that,
on how you can get your free customer website.
yeah, you told me that that was the,
How to set it up. We have
prostate cancer awareness week. That's been a passion of yours, I know. Tell folks about what we're gonna be doing in Ahoskie on the Thursday, 18th of September.
Thank you, Roger. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited because this is the part of North Carolina that has the highest death rate of prostate cancer. My father passed of that in 1996 of metastatic prostate cancer. So we're trying to get every year, this is our 11th anniversary, annual prostate cancer awareness summit. On Thursday, that third Thursday in September, that entire week is prostate cancer awareness week. The entire month, like I said, in September, is prostate cancer awareness. So on that Thursday, we're having a petite dinner. It is a evening in blue, and we're grateful that Mr. Roger Hill will be there as speaker. So it will begin. We're working on the actual hour. We'll give you more information with the weeks coming. So
So what would happen there is that he would speak, and then we're also acknowledging caretakers of prostate cancer men, and then we'll hopefully be there too. So I would love for you all to come. We will have the actual location. It is a small setting. So it would be wonderful if you could just give us a call or let us know if you can arrive there at that time. And again, thank you so much, Roger.
Okay, so we're gonna put both announcements up in the back office, Dale, here with them and Brenda and George. Let him know, send him your announcements so we can post them in the back office so everyone knows about that. And Brenda, there's gonna be some radio appearances also?
Yes, there will be radio appearances Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We're looking forward to that on WRCS Radio. I'm just waiting for them to call me back to set everything up. So we'll be live from Main Street Hospital.
There you go. I can't wait. And we're looking forward to having those of you who have prostate cancer, Sam and others, to join us on that radio program and just let everybody know what is possible. Okay, thank you, Brenda. And shout out to my brother who's online with us from Durham, North Carolina. I know that's his concern as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a family affair for us. Okay, let's talk to Marva Lindsay.
Fantastic, Marva. I have unmuted you. Doing great things in Canada. Go ahead, Marva.
So we were all over.
Marva. I don't see you.
Yeah, I got to mute her, so. Other than that, we got Marva Dagmar.
I am here.
Dagmar. Okay,
And my mic is open.
yes.
Okay, my mic is open. Okay. Hi, good afternoon. Quick question to you. I since 1st of August, I'm totally vegan right now, and I fast every day. Is it safe to fast every day?
For how many days?
Uh-huh.
For how many days? What kind of fast, first of all? What kind of fast? So I intermittent fast. I intermittent fast every day. Okay.
Yeah, after dinner, which is like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock latest, I eat again. At 10 o'clock, I have my fruit, and then I have a meal at about 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I do it every day. I mean, there are occasional days in which I'll have 2 meals, but it isn't the number of meals. It's the time between the beginning of your first meal and the end of your last meal, okay?
I do 2 meals. Sorry, I do 2 meals. A couple of days, I only had one because I wasn't even close to being hungry.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're doing intermittent fast. Let me explain to everybody else the importance of this. So, in the normal course of metabolism, you accumulate incomplete protein. You know, like your body is making stuff where it isn't produced. Okay. So when you fast, your body gets a chance to clean those up, and it's very mitochondria enhancing when you do that. Mitochondria also will improve themselves when you fast. And it doesn't have to be an all-day fast. They're learning that when you intermittent fast, you shorten that time to the last meal, the beginning of the first meal and the end of the last one. So like say, where you're doing over 12 hours, right? I'll do about 20 today. I'll do about 20 hours today. And you can live quite well. I got that from Bill Crisfield. Bill Crisfield eating every other day. I couldn't do that because I would end up just intermittently constipating myself. Okay? So I went to the daily thing, and I think I ate yesterday about, I think I was finished by 6 o'clock. Sometime before 6 o'clock or something like that. All right? So today, you see what I'm saying? By the time I eat this afternoon to about 3 o'clock, I will have had, what, 20 hours of fasting? So your body loves it. It's good stuff.
Now, I cook all my meals because I want to be sure of what I'm getting. And like today, I'm making coconut oil. I separate my fruits from my vegetables. So I didn't even know legumes were fruits. So I have plenty of that my fruit green, and I use coconut also. In Jamaica, we call it rundown. Rundown. And it's really tasty. And it goes down to a custard, and it's really, really nice. I eat that with either boiled bananas, or I have plantain and stuff like that. So anything with seeds, I have like that. Anything without seeds, like yams and stuff, that I can have with callaloo or spinach, stuff like that.
Good.
But it's going very well. Altogether now I'm down 35 pounds, and since August, yeah, I am telling you, and I think, a matter of fact, the first time I'm living where I'm living now since November 23, I've never walked across the street. I'm going for walks. I'm going across the street.
All right.
This is not safe peacefully. Nobody has to do this at home. But one day, I didn't even cross at the light. I crossed in the middle, and I did speed walking.
Well, we're happy to be a part of your wellness journey, Marvel. Thank you for joining for sharing that.
Okay, thank you, my dear. Thanks for having us.
All right. Now, we're going to hear from Dagmar in Atlanta.
You learn a lot on these calls.
All right, Dagmar, I've unmuted you. Go ahead. Now I've unmuted you. Go ahead, Dagmar.
This is my first time. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. This is my first time ever being on this call or hearing about this product. Waxika Rice invited me to hear this call because she knows that my mom had glaucoma and had a botched operation way back in the 70s that now, as she had gotten older, she's completely blind. So I did hear the testimonies of some of the people here that said it has really helped with their eyesight, including Waxika. But I'm also curious to see if it also helped with things like blood pressure, prediabetes, and heart. People would have heart issues, like not necessarily heart attacks, but have heart issues. And that was my question. Oh, and one other thing, I am getting ready to start a 20-day just eating fruits and vegetables. Should I start on the product? Would that be, because intermittent fast, I would be within an 8-hour window. Just an 8-hour window every day for that. Okay.
All right, so let me respond. This approach literally helps with everything. Okay? Let's adjust our thinking, because what we do is target a solution. You take this thing for that thing, you take this other thing for the other thing. Okay? Mitochondria is the thing that does everything, because everything takes energy, first of all. And the other thing that everything takes, it takes cellular communication. And all of that improves. Okay, it's all this other stuff you hear people talk about. Oh, I want my stem cell. Oh, what about my polymeter? Okay, what about if you do it for the zombie cell? Well, maintenance of all those things require mitochondria, and so it is truly the tide that floats all boats when you do that. And as it pertains to your organs that you asked me about, your heart, your liver, your kidney, and all of them, that is where the highest concentrations of mitochondria are. So they have a lot of what, even though you've lost a lot of it, they have what I call a lot of mitochondrial infrastructure. Those cells have been programmed to have a lot. So we signal to them to grow them back. They respond, right? And this is what Beverly's done that nobody else has done. He's decoded those signals that your body normally sends, that's been done before. He's come up with substitutes in nature that are found in nature. We have them scattered through all products, why you gotta get a bundle. And see, nobody today is asking which one. You must be getting good, Dale. Nobody asked us which one today.
That's right.
Because they have all of them, right? Because you have to come at this from all these angles. That's part of why no one else has ever done it. It did not come up with as comprehensive a solution as Devin has in his solution with our technology. Okay? So yes, absolutely. All your organs benefit. It doesn't matter which one or what condition it is. You hear me say this virtually every week. It's not what Mito does, right? It's what your body does with Mito. But by the way, that it can't do otherwise unless we grow or actually truly be growing by the time which we are. Okay?
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Dagmar. Okay, how about Janice in Tallahassee? Let's go talk to Janice.
All right, Janice, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Good afternoon. I just wanted to say that, the one thing that impresses me about the opportunity to have the calls with the people who design this, who are working behind the scenes, is that learning how to be able to design your own intake and being tailor-made, because all of us are different, even though we may have the same thing. Everybody has a mitochondria, but the way that we respond to what we take and learning about ourselves, listening to other people and their sharing of what they've done and what they've tried has truly enlightened me. I'm encouraged because in the beginning I wasn't, not because of y'all, but because of the people that I approached, and they didn't want to investigate any further. So I'm hoping and believing as I continue to change and improve in my whatever's happening, that they will see that it is true and it's real, and that they will know that what's happening to them can be changed too. So thank you all. I appreciate
Don't
this
be discouraged
opportunity.
if you try to share with people.
Yeah, it's
and
great to have you on. I really
don't
appreciate you
listen or
coming.
whatever, because not
Thank you.
everybody listens. So, you know, so many people that say, oh, I want to get rid of cancer, I want to get rid of,
You get on this stuff long enough, you will grow and change.
But then when you
better.
share the
That's for
information,
sure.
they don't do
Let's talk to
anything.
Doris.
Okay? You did your
Doris.
part. You shared the information. If they don't,
And all
you
the
can't
Doris
make a
people
plan
are-
with that, right? You brought the information to them.
Doris, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Hello there.
Hey, Doris.
Hello?
How y'all doing?
All right, let's go.
I want to talk to y'all because, I'm doing well. I want to talk to y'all because everybody was talking about the eyes, and, you know, and I heard you tell different ones to put the cream on the eyes, put the oil in the cream and put it on your eyelids. And I've been doing that, and I was wearing glasses. Miss Francis from Georgia, down here in Georgia, she knew I was wearing glasses. And I put my glasses on one day, and everybody knows if you get a 325, you can't see. Yeah, I was nearsighted to the point where I couldn't hardly see. So I had to get something that was going to help me see, look in my Bible and see where it said up close. I couldn't see way out. Well, I put the stuff on my eyelids and I picked up my glasses one day to read my Bible. I couldn't see, I couldn't even see them. I said, what is this?
I experienced that.
I could not see out my glasses that I had been seeing out for years. How about that?
Try it.
Now, you need to explain to people that don't know what that means. That means that your eyes have improved so much, the glasses no longer, prescription no longer fits your eye. You were seeing better without your glasses than you could with the glasses, right?
Restriction was removed from my driver's license because my eyesight got better because I got on the product.
All right.
Y'all saw me
So that's
demonstrate
what
how
can
to put
happen.
it around your eye.
You know,
I
that's
did
what I'm
that
saying. I mean,
multiple times a day.
if when you put your mitochondria in play, you're no longer leaving your best player on the bench in this game of life. Okay, that's how I look at it. So thank you for sharing that, Dar.
All right.
Thank you, Doris.
Awesome testimony, Doris.
Let's John, Washington, D.C.
Rashawn, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hey,
Roger.
I'm hyper than hype. And you know what? It only came from Omido. I am so grateful that you said your yes and that this is being created. And so, I came into the company when I came in by default, right? Because I've always dealt with health wellness products, right? But I say I needed something stronger. Remember, I'm the one that my mom at the time when I was using the technology for, I only literally was able to rub it on my mom maybe about 8 or 10 times. And my mom went to her oncologist and she had 4-stage cancer, and they told her that the cancer cells were dying off. Now I get it. My mom went, at around after I saw my mom's health getting better, her appetite changed, her weight, and she was well. But she went back and they gave her 2 vaccinations and they gave her a steroid and the strongest chemo. And so I lost my mom around April. But I'm gonna tell you that this technology helped me with my grief. I had what they call a broken heart. And I would rub this technology on my heart. It gave me anxiety, and I almost slipped into depression. But I was telling myself, Roger, how am I going to keep going? Because I saw and I know what this technology does. Because you already know, I've helped so many different people. And listen to this call, I get it. People are calling in. But yes, this technology helps everything. And I have to when people walk away from my ultimate goal is to educate them and let them know, do you understand the mitochondria? Once you understand the mitochondria is the powerhouse that controls every element of your body. So yes, when you increase the mitochondria, yes, your body will do what it's supposed to do. So that means yes, any illness. And I tell people, any illness from A to Z, try this technology. Try it. Use it. And be very diligent to do it. Listen, if your doctor gave you medication and it has not helped you, then that's a red flag. So what you're gonna do with this technology, all natural ingredients, exponential delivery system, and it happens rapidly. People come to me, Roger, and they've had their legs amputated. It's too late by the time, I guess, when I reach them. But they have phantom pain. They have their equilibrium is off, and they're still having discomfort. And so I'm seeing people where they've used this cream, they've had neuropathy, bumps in their legs, and their veins, and their feet. And I'm learning when I get on these doctors call any type of medicine, high blood pressure, diabetes medication, that kind of pretty much gives you those symptoms because the doctors are in the business to make money. And so, hey, I will put you on, and right now too, they're doing, also too, Roger, they're doing pre-diabetic. You get this pre-diagnosis, which makes no sense. Some people realize that the doctors are in the business to make money. It's nothing against them because we have a lot of doctors over here, and I'm so grateful for how doctors in place. And I'm telling them we partner with some scientists. Like this is the manner from heaven. This is your prayer answered. And so I heal my mic. I'm gonna say. I hope y'all heard her. Thank you for that. Over and over. Yeah. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cells. That's what I'm trying to get everybody to understand.
All right.
So people don't understand. That's why they keep saying, oh, doesn't help this or doesn't help that.
All right, Grace, I believe you. Go ahead. Hi, everyone. I just want to you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to just share because you were just sharing about the broken heart, and then one news I had walked in China, and that is so true, guys. I think I shared with you how I had a broken heart and my heart was healed, and I just wanted to just share with everyone that that is very, very true about a broken heart, and I'm very, very happy, and I can just out the tears of joy just to hear, the testimony that my heart has been healed, and just to hear her testimony. I just thank God for you. Thank you. That's all I want to share.
Yes, we appreciate you doing that. God, it was so special.
Grief, this is my aunt just recently passed, y'all.
Love you,
This
God.
is what's been helping me.
Right.
We've had so many deaths in our family. People have been saying, how much
Graceland was
y'all
for a
had
long
so
time
many deaths in
such
your
shout out
family?
to all of you who were
The product has helped
earlier generation,
with the depression, all of that.
ready for some stuff that I think the Nokia rock cart that I haven't seen in a long time on the call
Our
today.
family is dealing with
All of you supported us for so long. We
building that
so
mitochondrial
appreciate it.
health.
All right, Pastor Lashika, probably gonna tell us the latest episode with AJ.
All right, Pastor, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Oh, I greet y'all in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. I am Pastor Lakeisha, and I am AJ Hunter's mother. Listen, AJ is amazing things, and Roger, I wanted to let you know that next weekend we're having an event in Greenville, North Carolina, and the newspaper will be there, the Daily Reflector, the radio will be there. So I have LaTon and I think Mr. John and all of those are gonna come down and help me, and we're just gonna get out there. I'm gonna pray for people. We're gonna tell them about the product. We're gonna show them. A lot of them know AJ, so when they see what AJ is doing, we're gonna get that product out there. Listen, for y'all that don't know AJ's story, AJ had a hysterectomy, and what a hysterectomy is the side of his brain. So you have the whole left side of your brain. And without this, AJ was sleeping 20 hours a day on at least 30 to 50 different medications. He has different, up to 30 different diagnoses. And I have researched all over the world. Listen, it took us 23 years. God had showed me a dream. Joshua showed me a dream that AJ was going to be walking, talking, but I had to keep the faith and know that when God was going to send the product, I just had to work hard and saying yes. Listen, y'all, AJ was having 700 seizures a day. Now he's down, we don't see anything. Listen, we have videos, Reggie has videos, and I want to thank everybody on call who brought product for AJ, who believed that this technology was going to help him when I didn't have any money, I didn't have anything, went down. These people, y'all came together and helped AJ get to where he is today. And we have videos. AJ is scooting across the floor. He's opening doors now. He is talking. He is walking. Reggie had a chance to meet him. And Roger, I now live in North Carolina, so I am going to show up to those two events that you're having. And I'm going to try to bring AJ so that you can meet AJ, so that y'all can see, so that you can see what the product is doing for him. And I just thank God that you said yes. And thank y'all so much for everything that y'all are doing.
Thank you for that. I can't wait to meet you in either Greenville, Williamson, or Hotfield on those occasions. Sorry I can't be with you in Greenville. Our nephew Ike lives in Greenville. We're gonna let him know. Okay? All right, thank you, Pastor.
All right.
Okay, so why don't we talk to Nicole Williams in Huntsville, Alabama, where I used to live.
All right, Nicole, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
How you doing, Roger?
Good.
I'm coming today. I want to help because that's just God knows.
And your body can fix itself from anything. Again, build your mitochondria up. Your body can fix itself from anything. That is how God designed our bodies, right? So it doesn't make a difference what you have. You keep hearing people coming on saying, "Oh, your eyes doesn't help the cancer. Doesn't help this and that." It doesn't go according to conditions. But everybody, we've grown up going off of conditions and medication and stuff, right? Okay, so you gotta stop that thing because you're being educated. Knowledge is power, right? So we're educating you on how building your mitochondria up the natural way. The products that we use are not medication. They're actually these are considered a food, okay? And so you're giving your body the nourishment that it needs to build your mitochondria up. So once you build your mitochondria, your body knows what to do, right? You have several things going on. Your body knows what to do, okay? Your body knows how to fix itself. Like my body, I had multiple things going on in my body. Y'all see all this medicine in the background? These are just some of the ones that the doctors had me on, right? That's just some of the ones that the doctors. Notice I said had me on because I had to do the research. As y'all saw our title, about what the doctors can say, right? I've had doctors tell me I couldn't do this. I would never be able to take care of my family again. I'm very capable of taking care of my family, okay? I've had to take care of my family, even though they were saying that I wouldn't be able to. I still did it. Okay, I had them tell me I would never have any kids anymore. My youngest daughter is 27 years old, okay? And she's doing just fine, okay? And these are results that came after I was told I could never have any more kids, right? Doctors do not know everything, right? I have been told several things, and I have overcome a lot of the things that the doctors told me couldn't and wouldn't happen, right? So I am living proof of doctors telling people several things and, different things happening, okay? So sometimes you have to do your own research. The doctors do not know everything, okay? That is nothing against doctors. We have a lot of doctors that use our products in their practice. As I stated before, a lot of doctors use our stuff in their practice. And, but you do have some doctors that are out there that are just in it for the money. And that's sad, Some of them aren't in it for the money. And so their goal is to keep you on all these medications, right? They want you on all these medications because that's how they're making their money off of it, okay? But that's not building your mitochondria. A lot of that is damaging your mitochondria. If you ever take an antibiotics damage your mitochondria, okay? If you don't believe me, do the research, okay? We're just giving you the health knowledge that you need. Knowledge is power, right? A lot of us are ignorant because of the fact that we're lack of knowledge, okay? So I hope you take that in a positive way. I'm not calling you ignorant, right? I'm just saying some of us, we don't know because we don't know, okay? That's what I'm basically saying. Once you get the knowledge, use the knowledge, right? Now, if you decide to stay that way after you get the knowledge, that's on you, okay? But we're giving you that health knowledge so that, you'll know what your body can do and, try it out. Learn what mitochondria is. Most people do not know what mitochondria is. I didn't know what mitochondria was, right? But doctors had me on all these things, and I owed it to myself to learn what mitochondria is, okay? It's taught in school. Anybody that's taking biology, they teach it in biology. Most people don't remember it. Most people do not remember it. But it is taught in biology. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cells. Do the research yourself. Stop depending on other people to tell you how your body's going to do, right? God has the last say so. God created our body, okay? Not man. God created our body. God created our body to have mitochondria in it. And he created it. If you get that mitochondria strong, your body can fix itself from anything. So you're saying this, you heard the lady saying that she was blind in one eye. Blind in one of her eyes. And now she could see in that eye. See, she was the one that said she had been on the product. She'd been on this product for 4 to 5 days. 4 to 5 days, not even a whole week. And she's already able to, see some out of her eyes. 4 to 5 days. Okay? Again, it's different for different people because the person before her, he had been on it for 2 days. He was wondering how long or whatever, He had only been on it for 2 days, right? He had just gotten his product. So it's still getting in his system, right? Me, I had been on the product for a while, but I had a lot of things going on in my body. So that's why we say each person's body is different because you never know what a person is going through. Some people don't even know what all they have going on in their body because they may not be showing signs and all that. I had a gut issue, and some of my gut issues I wasn't showing signs of, right? So they're like, oh, you're not showing signs, nobody's gonna worry about that, right? So I had a problem. They weren't gonna worry about the problem because I wasn't showing signs. Instead of, hey, let's fix that problem, right? These are some of the things that doctors do, right? So you owe it to yourself to get educated, okay? Mitochondria. Build your mitochondria. mitochondria, you would be glad that you did that. Because there'll be some things that may change in your body that you do not know is even going on in your body. Okay? Again, doctors can't tell you everything. They can tell you something, but they can't tell you everything, right? So, again, God has the last say so. God created our body. And God created our body with mitochondria. So, as we get older, we lose mitochondria. If you've ever taken antibiotics damage your mitochondria, okay? So if antibiotics damage your mitochondria, just imagine what other medications are doing. They damage, they cause side effects. I know. You know, when I went to talk to the neurologist, I went for my neurological appointment, right? Because of the migraines that I had been having for years and years and years, right? She said that it's taking my migraine away, two of the medications, taking my migraine away, immediately giving it back, and then causing depression. Because I explained to her, I'm a multitasker, and I was having a problem multitasking, okay? I've been multitasking from basically all my life, right? And now, all of a sudden, I couldn't multitask. Why couldn't I multitask? Because the medicine was causing depression. I didn't even realize I was depressed, you guys. This was because I trusted the doctors. They were over-medicating me. These are the doctors that have, you know, MD behind their name. They were over-medicating me. And I was taking it because I had not taken the time to love my body enough to do the research. And that's what a lot of y'all have done. You have not taken the time to love yourself enough to do the research. So do the research so you can find out what you need to do for your body. But we're sharing with you. We hope that you have an open mind because we're sharing with you mitochondria. If you get your mitochondria strong, your body can fix itself from anything, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. They were blind in 1 hour. They were born blind, period, right? You heard Roger share about his friend, and these people can now see, okay? I used to have restrictions on my driver's license. I started wearing glasses after I graduated high school. And I had then it came to a point where I had a restriction saying that I had to wear my glasses in order to drive. Because my eyesight, you know, had gotten worse, right? The most mitochondria is in your eye area. Okay? You have a lot in your heart. There's, you know, a couple parts of your body where you have a whole lot, right? But when it breaks down in your eye area, other things start to happen to your body. How many of you know people that are diabetic or now getting shots in your eyes and different stuff like that? Get your mitochondria strong. You can stop having to do that. We have people that were getting shots in their eyes. One guy he shared how he would get the shots in his eye and was tearing his eyeball and how painful it was. Guys, love yourself enough to get the knowledge. Get the knowledge on how to build your body up, okay? How to build your mitochondria up. You owe it to yourself. Love yourself enough. Don't just put your hand in the hands of somebody else that doesn't know everything, right? Do yourself justice. Build your mitochondria up, and your body can fix itself. Y'all, I'm still having problems reconnecting. So, I've tried multiple times, even though I was continuing to talk, but I don't know what the deal is. As to why I am unable to reconnect, and I am using both of my phones on the live, so that's why I need to switch to that one. I'm gonna keep on trying, you guys. But if you're wondering how to get the product, remember you have to be referred. And how do you be referred? If somebody else refers you, you want to get back with the person that referred you, because it's only fair, you know, that will refer you back to the person that referred you. Because if I'm telling somebody about something, it's only fair that, you know, they are connected to me. So we're honest people. We don't take anybody else's customer, right? Because you share the information that is your customer. And so anybody that I share with,
Reach the More Vital Conference line. The call will begin in a
they
moment.
connected because of, you know, one of my TV
The
shows.
conference is in presentation mode. Your line is muted. This call is being recorded.
Get a video description afterwards, but
Okay, so greenhouse
in the description on how you create your website.
All right, I've unmuted you. It says Greenhouse Exo, number 3540. Go ahead. Yellow.
Hey,
Hey,
who we talking to? What's your name?
Paul in New York.
Oh, go ahead.
You probably gonna need to get real busy, Roger. You know, I was taking flaxseed oil and olive oil and put in my cabinet for years. I couldn't show a single thing that they did for me. So that's what intrigued me about the more micro product, with flaxseed oil and olive oil in there. And then I started getting all these fantastic changes. So that is telling me that the supplements that are in common use worldwide, the formulations that they're in, we're not absorbing the bioactive compounds in them sufficiently. And I think industry has awoken to that fact now. They're trying to change some of the formulations that they're selling supplements in. So we might need to diversify and put some more products in the portfolio so we can absorb and use them properly.
Well, we're focused on mitochondria and not having as many products as we need, right? So that's the key. We got to talk to that mitochondria in a effective way, which is like what we're doing. But I'll accept your point about the olive oil and the black seed oil. This is why I said at the end of Dr. Dan's thing when he came back. What is the difference, right? There's another level of effectiveness for all of these products that none of us ever got to, Paul. We never got there. Why? Because we never had our mitochondria grown so that we can make more effective use of it. Okay, we didn't do that. And we didn't have a delivery method that could get it into the cells to start the whole process. So that's the deal. Yeah, you had everyone had black seed before, man. You had olive oil before. But you haven't had the real stuff you have there. So thank you for letting me say that, Paul.
You're bringing
I
back my
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Pat Hap, that's it. Pat Hap, I'm gonna call Bobby Eugene and Chica Rice back, because we're gonna end this call after Pat Hap. And you take a screenshot right here. You got my screenshot things now working. Take a screenshot and send it to me so I can get those last two calls back. We're gonna close it up after Pat Hap. Pat. Pat. You need to unmute Pat. Okay, well, no, I feel like go ahead. Okay.
Not to be boring or anything, it's very exciting to hear everything's going on, but I have stuff just I'll apologize for that. The question is, I'm wanting to know, because I am tired of dealing with this crud that I've been doing this for 2.5 years.
Okay.
Not completely getting better. And I decided the other day, I was just going to start taking Mito several times a day, like 7 or how many I should do a day, 7 doses of the full doses. Is there a point when I would get too much in for a day of being able to absorb or do whatever
No, like I said, high-tech salad dressing. This stuff is super safe, and it takes us 2 months to get this HPS process in there and make all these ingredients work really, really well. Okay? So you stay with it. I've had people take as much as 3 tablespoons multiple times a day. You know, so you can take a lot.
Well, I'm taking almost a tablespoon, and that was 7 times a day, and I talked to someone who knows a little bit, kind of she's a doctor. I'm not sure what type it is, I don't know if she's simply a homeopathic or what, but anyhow, nevertheless, she's a doctor, very qualified lady. But she told me I was just wasting it by taking that much, and so I was thinking, I didn't want to do it. I mean, it's just simple.
Okay, so let me give you the dimensions, okay? You have the amount and then you have the time. Because it is true that your body can't reach the mind but so fast. Okay? So how long have you been on it?
About 2.5 years now.
Okay. So it's time for you to step it up to another level. And the next question is, what all are you taking? Have you added brain and body?
Yes, I take brain body. I don't take it all the time.
Okay. All right, so let's make the adjustment there. Okay. And how many capsules were you taking when you were taking?
to
Okay,
put it
So,
on because.
what I would do is, I would go to 4, let me just say this. I would go to 4 a day on that. That's actually was the original 4 adultery report. We let it be 2 because we saw how powerful it was when you put it together with Restore. But you can benefit from even more. Okay, so we go to 4 a day on that. I would do that because you're taking a total of how much Restore a day right now? How much total Restore you taking the other day?
The other day I took 7 doses.
Okay, well, how big was the dose? So
4
what's the
doses.
total?
The full dose. So it's
A milliliter?
almost, yeah, whatever. I mean, I just got to the point where I was trying to figure it out, and I just started pouring it into one of those.
Okay. Alright, so do something sustainable, meaning something you can keep taking, and add that brain and body. So here's what we learned, okay? Like, and this is why I took us down this path. I noticed that in our first generation, we would have some people get a great result, and other people not. And so I said, all that stuff's not good. We gotta make some more. We haven't had a partner for the time. I had a partner. His partner quit. Devin took the challenge. And that led to Restore, and then we brought back the brain and body, which was very done before. So now we're diverse enough to account for the fact that one person might respond to a particular thing and another person not. But now with the brain and body, you got a water soluble side coming with the oil soluble side together in terms of the origin of these nutrients. And I think that you got to explore that. I definitely feel like it stepped up our game where all the people with cancer concerned are involved because there's some things in brain and body that speak to that issue, and for some people better than just the oil side stuff. You see what I'm saying? So diversify. Let's get this going. That would be my advice. And feel free to call. You got start these special situations like this. Call customer service, get them in touch with me, or do start to do what you gotta do.
Well, I was tempted to call you the other day, but because I had left a message on the recording that in the office, and nobody contacted me. So that was okay. I wasn't. I mean, okay, because I know you guys are crazy busy.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Not that we don't want to do it, but you can't believe all the stuff that's going on right now. Okay.
Okay. So the point that I was wanting to ask is, I know I've heard people ask the question before, but in this situation where I'm wanting to get so much more in, is it a good point to take the Restore and brain and body together, or should I wait? I don't
think it matters that much. I mean, I do it all kinds of ways. I would take brain and body first, then I take Restore first. But if I wake up later because I want to get it all in here, I take them together, rather than fall behind. In other words, I like spreading it out. I like interspersing the Restore with the Restore with the brain and body. But I don't always have that opportunity, right? I'm restless. I'm up late. I got to deal with the programming in India. Now I got to get up in the morning and you know what I'm saying? So I'm all over the two things.
Can't imagine.
So I got to get it in. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, because I'm dealing with things that, I don't know whether, something like, AFib and different things like that, but I just am so tired of dealing with it, it's like,
I know.
blood pressure.
But make the adjustments that we're discussing, and then let's see where that takes us, and then let's to see what other augmentations you might need to make, but get that brain and body. First thing, you gotta get that brain and body in, okay? And get more of it and do it more consistently. It matters, okay? All right. Okay. So I'm gonna hear from Marie Winston. And then I want to take that screenshot and send it to me. We gotta roll. We'll go out.
I got this one, you got me, so I'm gonna
They'll formulate two work together.
Go right ahead.
getting your rest, get exercise, and exercise helps to boost and build your mitochondria. We have to make sure we're not fighting what we're trying to fix. So I just want to encourage everyone, let's just do those common sense things that we learned when we were kids, in health class, that what we need to do. Get your exercise. Go to bed on time. When we go to sleep at night, what between the hours of 10 and 2 is when our body is rebooting itself. That's when the liver is doing its thing, the mitochondria, which calories is delivering it. Everything is working to put you back together because are perfectly capable of taking care of themselves if you get some help. And so, don't think that, okay, I can take this for 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm going to see a result. Protect yourself. Make sure you do what you need to do. Listen to your body. If you need to boost your dosage, go ahead and do so. And do it yourself. So I just wanted to add that.
Thank you, Maria. We're going to end on that note. I want to thank everybody what you heard. What we're doing is so profoundly important, okay? And it's not just for the people that are having records with death. It's about the people who want to keep their life, okay? If you want to stay alive, you want to extend your lifespan, your health span, okay? We got to get this out here. Tell that mitochondrial story. People will really appreciate it. Dale, you get the last word.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, think back to what you heard today. Doctors telling people it's over and that not being the truth. It's not over, especially if there's things you haven't done yet to take care of yourself. You all have something incredibly unique. Share today's call. Share the product. Let's go change and save lives. We're the keeper of the flame and the holder of the knowledge. Share it with everybody. We're here to support you. Appreciate you all. We had an incredible week. Looking forward to seeing y'all on Monday. Back to you, Roger.
All right, we'll have this call up within about 30 minutes, okay? See ya.
Okay, y'all, that was an awesome conference call. I hate that we had several technical issues. Again, I switched, I got a new internet service and, woo! Yeah, we had a whole lot of technical issues, so I do apologize for that. I will go back and I will watch, and I may have to re-record this episode because there were often times that I glanced over and because even though what I'm looking at right now, everything looks clear, right? But this does not show me what you're actually seeing, on your end. So when I glance at the TV and these times, did not like what I was seeing. So 9 times out of 10, I am probably going to have to re-record this. Maybe after a little bit, maybe the signal will be much better. But again, I apologize. Again, I just got got a new internet service, and it just wasn't up to par for today's recording. So again, I apologize. Normally everything is totally clear and everything. Hopefully by Monday everything will be clear. If I get a chance to record it before then of course you can be watching because I recorded on Success on Stephanie as well as Health and Workshop with Stephanie. And then we put it over on Facebook as well for people to be able to join us on Facebook. But if you have any questions, feel free to either put it in the comment. You can text at 817-320-2571. Notice I said text, not call. Text, we'll try to get your calls, your texts responded to. If we need to set up a call, we will set up a call with you that works for you and I. Because, we have a busy schedule. I can't just, answer every phone call, etc. because that just throws your whole day off. I am a planner. I work on it. I do work on a schedule. Sometimes I do get off my schedule because I do have calls that, throws me off of my schedule, right? But I, will make sure that we get all the questions answered if you're interested in becoming a customer, which everybody should, whether you're humans or whether you have pets. Everybody should be on this because we're building your mitochondria up, right? So it's not a medication. It's not a medication, you guys. Please understand it because people come. I had somebody tell me the other day, "Oh, with the, you know, the medicine that y'all have, we don't have medicine. This is a food, okay? This is a food. This is a nutraceutical, okay? This helps to build your mitochondria up. Again, mitochondria is a powerhouse of your